be a good day, but first and foremost, what's up, vlog? What's crack-a-lackin'? Which we got Mr. Jbtuned at the crib because what we're going to do today to the Integra, we're doing a full spec'd out fuel. JB, what are we doing? Fuel. All of this stuff is going to replace my factory fuel lines. All this is like basically just a brand new rated for what? How much horsepower in case?
It depends on pump and injectors and everything, but you could get 400 or 500 out of this, and then if you need more, I make it in a -8 feed because this is -6 feed, -6 return, and then you can get it with a -8 feed,
and that's gonna
that'll boost it. Yeah, it'll get you into 600 on a single pump, 450.
So basically what all that means and what all you're seeing is I'm not gonna have anything factory fuel related on my car anymore. All the lines are gone. The hanger, well, the hanger is gonna be modified. That's the only thing that's gonna be OEM on the car is just the hanger and obviously the gas tank and stuff. But like every line and all that stuff is completely changed out to Jbtuned. So that's what we got crack-a-lackin' today on Christina, and luckily JB brought all his tools and stuff because everything's still at Randy's house when we did Mai's transmission, which we still have to do today. Alright, so we ran into our first problem being that if you're like me and have the hybrid racing setup where your fuel pressure regulator and your fuel rail, Jbtuned's kit actually is different because it runs from a -8 to a -6, and the fuel pressure regulator insert, this thing right here, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, this is a -8 and this is a -8. So JB doesn't have the fitting to run an 8 to an 8. So with that being said, we couldn't proceed with the rest of the install, but we are going to be installing my new fuel pump wiring harness kit, something like that. You would care to explain any more, JB? For us, sounds like don't know what I'm talking about, which
No, I think you did good.
All right, cool. So that's pretty much it. So if you're running my setup, JB is now going to make a thing where when we redo this again, it's going to be a kit where like you can use this and you can use this together instead of having to change out either one of those. Most likely change out the fuel pressure regulator to something that's convenient to run there to the.
I currently have 6 to 6 or 8 to 6, so like adapting down. The hybrid regulator being -8, the rail being -8, I just need an 8 to 8 adapter. I don't currently make that. I'm going to, just for this setup in case you want to run the hybrid regulator. But yeah, so I should have that within the next month or so. We'll get that all set up and then we'll be fine. So, because what we're going to be doing is moving the regulator directly onto the rail. That's going to all be bolted in as one unit, and then we're going to run the return line down, and we're just going to be redoing the entire fuel system on it. So right now all we can really do is the fuel pump wiring. So we're going to go ahead and get that all wired in. We'll be modifying the hanger a little bit to accept the bulkhead fitting for that, which I get a lot of questions on. So if you have a question about that, kind of stay tuned. And yeah, we'll get it all set up.
Let's do it, playboy. I'm ready, bro.
You don't have to film me. Put this shit down. Come on, man.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so this is the basic relay harness that we sell. All right, we've kind of adapted it for most cars, for most of your 90s, your Civic, your Integra, stuff like that. So this is the kind of the kit as you're gonna get it kind of rolled out. I just wanted to go over a couple basic things. First thing I want to go over, this right here is going to be the optional bulkhead fitting that we sell. Now this thing comes in the hanger modification kit. If you buy the hanger mod kit at the same time, we install it for you already on here. Now as you can see, it doesn't come out. So they have to be installed at the same time. You cannot put this on at a later date, which is why we give you the option. I get a lot of people that get a little confused about this, so I just wanted to let you know. Now, with that being said, here's the connector for that. When this is the hole that you want to drill inside the hanger, this is a little bit bigger, so we allow you to leave these off, so that way you can slide these in first, then the bulkhead fitting, tighten it down, and then you're going to connect these in after the fact. All right, so that should clear up quite a bit of confusion for a lot of people. Just make sure positive and negative go to positive and negative on the pump side. So you just match that up and then boom, connect. They'll pop in, they click in real easy. You're good to go. This is for a Wabrel 255, AEM 320, any of the 320, 340 series pumps, Aeromotive, etc. Now onto the relay itself. Pop this off. Comes with a retaining bracket, so you can. I use some riv nuts to just bolt these in. You have this is a fuse with a relay. This fuse is a heat broken fuse, so it'll reset on its own if it ever pops. So there's no maintenance here that you have to do whatsoever.
That's awesome.
So completely watertight and sealed. To go over a couple just quick on the connections, this is going to be connected to your battery or your fuse box, however you want to do it. We leave this as a flying lead, so you can attach it however you want. I'll show you a little bit more in depth of what we're going to do on Zosh's car, how I'm going to connect this, and show you some of the tools that I'm using to do that. The kit comes standard with, this is a OBD2 OEM Honda crimp terminal. A little hard to see, it's pretty small, but this goes directly into the ECU. So what you would do here is actually depin the fuel pump wire into the ECU, and this is gonna go in place of that. So you just remove the one, throw this one in, you're good to go. Now with Zosh running K-series or some of the other Integras, you would just kind of cut this off, peel some of the insulation back, and then just connect it directly wire to wire. You could do it that way. Moving on down. So this right here is, as you can see, this is the kind of the OEM Honda connector plug. This is going to go directly into your OEM fuse box. So what you're going to do is just test for a key on power. So not all time power, but just when you click the key on, it gets power. And this is going to pop right into that accessory port. Done. And then this guy is just the other end for your connector here. This is just going to connect up. So that way, if you ever want to remove the hanger or anything like that, or swap fuel pumps, you can just disconnect right out of the harness. Last but not least, this is actually the ground for the fuel pump that's kind of integrated into the harness here. This ground is actually going to go under the seat on the passenger side, and we'll give you a little bit more information on that when we go to install it on that point. So, and that's pretty much it.
Booyah! This has been a Jbtuned presentation. So, if you remove your shield in your Integra like I have, you are exposed to one 10mm bolt. Well, thread pitch, M8 thread pitch, and well, that bolt up, playboy. So step one is find out where you would want to mount your.
You're going to be mounting it in the fender well here, but sometimes they have holes there that you can just use the threads, or you can do riv nuts and drill a little hole and make the space that way. So either way, works out.
Yeah, it works out. Facts. Step one is complete. Well, I mean, you can do any step you would like, but this would be the easiest because all it requires is one 10mm bolt, and that's it. So what's next, JB?
We're just gonna probably start running some of these wires down around.
Oh, and then the wire for the fuel.
Yeah, I mean these two are really the only wires that require any work, and then the other ones are all pretty much just plug and play. So it's not a whole lot to work to actually do.
Hell yeah!
Hanger's gonna be the big thing, but we'll get that done real quick.
And this would be step two, the ground.
That's what we're going with right now.
Yeah. And then there's a...
Yeah, so when you peel this back where the seat is, this is an OEM bolt hole. So far, I've yet to find any models that don't actually have this. It's the same on both sides. So you're literally just gonna take the loop that I already have, and you're just gonna find a bolt that you have in your your junk drawer, and just bolt this thing in. And that's the ground right there for the fuel pump. You might want to actually kind of sand that down a little bit. We're going to take a wire wheel to this one and kind of clean some of that paint up, so we got a nice good ground, and that's it. And then the fuel pump right there is grounded, and we'll just kind of continue running this. You can kind of tuck it under the carpet if you have the carpet, or if you don't, you can just kind of leave it there. I mean, the wire loom makes it look nice in my opinion, so even if you see it, it's not too bad.
Word. That is nice, man.
That's some quality stuff right there.
Who would make that?
You see that? I don't know, bro. What
do you think if somebody wants something like that done, where could they get that done?
I don't even know, man. That guy, whoever made that, is amazing.
He alright, he cool. Whoever made that battery is the real GOAT, though. Duralast gang, G. Alright, so what we're doing now is that red wire is going to be now a part of your positive battery terminal.
Yeah, you can do this a couple ways. You can get power in other places. One of the easiest ways to do it, since the relay is kind of located on the passenger side, if the battery's in stock location, I can do this for you at request if you want. I can just put one of these terminals on, so you can kind of just add it to the OEM, and then it's just going to be a wire that kind of runs down. That's what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to kind of strip that wire and then crimp it on, and then we're going to be good to go. We'll have our constant 12 volt power for that.
And look at this fancy tools in your house. Must be nice to be rich, bro.
I wouldn't know.
Cut me in on some of your fanciness.
I'll trade you. You cut me that YouTube check you get once a month.
Hey man, I'm not rich. I don't get crap.
You don't get crap?
No.
I'm gonna leave right now.
I'm talking about like money-wise, monetization. My monetization skills ain't up to par.
Oh my goodness.
I need to start balling like the big boy.
Bro, you know, you're over here saying that I don't have a K-swap car. Bro,
You have a S14 D series on boost, then you just picked
I
up.
don't have a D series on boost.
I mean D series EK
It's on
on nitrous, and then you just picked up a Cadillac on 22s. You know what I'm
24s,
saying?
24s.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
24s.
Then you have a Mugen Honda Fit. Like, bro, what?
Stop.
Come on, dog.
Bro, no.
Then you got all these fancy schmancy
and
wires.
You know what? I don't have a K-swap fit, so... Or K-swap, I will have a K-swap fit.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have a K-swap Integra.
Man, look how long it took me to get this thing to be K-swapped, and look at it. It's not even nowhere near done yet. I gotta repaint the engine bay, clean up wires.
Clean up wires?
Well, clean up brake stuff. That's what really makes all my wires go all the way.
So, just for the record, your boy gave him a brake line tuck kit like 2 years ago.
Big facts.
Yeah.
When I was still B series.
Just saying.
Yep. It's on the car right now. Those are the lines.
Why didn't you tuck the... These are not.
Those are the lines, dude.
That's not my fittings.
Not the fittings, but those are the lines.
You wasted the line?
No, I still have everything. No, that's all the line. That's legit most of all of the line. Yep. That's how it is, dog.
I'll be honest, that makes sense because I've never seen lines look so bad OEM.
Yep, exactly.
That looks fucking awful.
Thanks, dog.
Alright, so using the test light, came under here and just kind of went through the auxiliary ports that you have up here. I don't know if you can see because I can't see what I'm doing, but that one's without the key on. This one here does not turn on with the...
Until I turn on the ignition.
Exactly, so that's the one we're gonna use right there. So we're gonna take this guy right here. We're literally just gonna come up to the third port and we're just gonna plug him in. So I can't really see what I'm doing when I'm holding the camera, but that's just, that's how it's gonna go. Here we go.
Cool. That boy's a vlogger now. Good job, JB.
Thanks, man.
Proud of you, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. Coming from you, that means something.
Yep. Martin Luther King would be proud of us. We're bridging the gap. All right, so check this out. So this is the hanger. I already removed it from the fuel pump, obviously, and all this stuff that comes traditional in your fuel pump kit, you don't need. You don't need this anymore. You don't need your ground anymore from your OEM stuff, because everything that JB offers in this fuel, what's it called? I keep forgetting. Dude, so many fuel things.
Fuel harness, relay harness?
Fuel relay harness.
I don't know what I have it labeled as, but whatever.
It comes with everything. So basically all you really need is just your hanger, and we don't keep this, or we keep this?
No, all this is gonna come off.
All that's gone, because all this basically runs to this.
On your stock one, you have the ground right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of have a thing about leaving wire and fuel exposed. So like typically this will be your stock ground, and that's fine, to be honest with you. But what we've done is, now that I've given you the new setup, which is gonna be going in like this ground for your fuel pump is actually the ground that we did under the passenger seat.
Yeah,
so we've grounded it straight to the chassis. So what you've essentially done is eliminated an open bare wire in the tank. So now granted, these are still kind of in the connector itself, are still exposed to some fuel. If you do like a 450, though, like the E85 stuff, those are actually sealed, so they don't actually get exposed to fuel, but on this particular one it does. But we still move that out, so instead of having two connections, we just have one. We minimize it down. So, but yeah, so your ground will no longer be here. You can just remove that completely off, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove this and cut that out, and then install the bulkhead fitting and the harness and everything, and get this all put back together, and we'll show you what that looks like. So we've kind of broken this down a little bit. I'm like halfway there. You can see that I bent this bracket kind of out of the way and gotten all that plastic off. It's kind of like what it looks when you remove all that plastic cover on the backside. All this is just gonna get drilled out. So all that gets removed, and we're gonna take a grinder and we're gonna kind of grind that flat, so the plastic bulkhead fitting has a nice flat smooth surface to seal onto, so we don't leak any fuel. So almost done, and I'll show you what that looks like here when we're done with that.
After drilling and sanding with the grinder, good to go.
Technically you grind with the grinder, you would drill with the drill bit, so you wouldn't be grinding and drilling.
Public education, JB. Come on, son. Get with the program.
I'm trying to get with the program.
I wasn't able to go to private school.
You weren't able to go to public school?
Nah, I couldn't afford it. Talk about a hanger mod. That's it, boys. We're ready for action.
So on most of these pumps, you're gonna see there's a positive and a negative here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what you wanna do is kind of just drop that clip in so you kind of know which post you're gonna be using. and then you're going to put your positive or negative terminals. These are just going to push in to the so positive to positive. So just unclip. There you go. And then, yep. So positive to positive, negative to negative. That's pretty much it. Good to go. You can install the pump now.
Swag. Swag-tastic, brother.
All right, so we went ahead and installed the hanger back in. As you can see, the wires are moving up and down. That's so you can kind of get the proper adjustment. Now, this fitting is a leak-free fitting, so what you want to do is get the wires to where you want, and you're going to actually just tighten it like you would a normal nut. Tighten it down, and as you tighten it down, it's actually going to squash the wires, so it provides a leak-free seal, so now it doesn't pull out. So there you go.
Just like me.
Just like Zosh.
I don't pull out, so I got a BRV just in case. Professional over here, JB. You know how it rolls.
Nice.
Alright, so we got everything buttoned up back here. I actually have to take the car to JB's house to deepen the connector so I can run my grommet back so I don't have any fuel smell, but everything is ready to go. And we got fuel, and we have a bad starter, but it turns on. So we're all good to go. Yeah, it's a little pain. Yeah, you know how YouTubers got it. He been like this thing like this for like 5 minutes. I just had to get the camera on. All right, JB. I'll probably head to your house with the car, honestly, later. Like whenever you're like.
We can.
Yeah, just do
it'll
that.
It'll literally take me 2 seconds to pop those pins out and
that's it.
put the grommet on.
I'll probably take the car today. Why not, man? I mean, I just gotta move a couple cars, but oh well.
Stop being lazy.
I know, right? Gotta stop being there. I'm gonna say the N word. I can't do that. I'm gonna get demonetized. But that's it, Christina. You're going out for a drive today. I gotta put gas in this thing. You like my net, bro? That's my tent.
How did you
mount it up?
Like, what is this? Are these paper clips?
Nope. That is what you call 16 gauge wire from Home Depot. I just looped it up.
Where's the hook? You just do it on the seal?
No, you open the door and then you take the seal out, and then there's like a little ledge piece, and you hang the net on those little brackets on there, and then you have your window net. Pretty cool, right?
Innovative, bro.
You know, man, I got it from
one day, bro. I'll be cool like you. One day I want to make cool things like you do.
Hey, bro, just
it's awesome.
Keep working on your little wiring stuff, bro. Your little stuff, your little wiring, and one day you could be like a big daddy like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that'll ever happen, but you know.
You know, I could dream.
You can dream, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm freaking famous, bro. And that is going to wrap it up for today's video. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all wrapping it up out there, yeah? Feel me? A huge thank you to the homie JB for coming by and getting Christina from less ashy to more classy, you hear me? And if you want to check out more of Jbtuned's products, link down below. He specializes in like pretty much everything. I wouldn't say wiring, but like fuel related, clutch hose related. Like the man is a beast, bro. He's a beast. So check him out. I wish I had a discount code, but JB be tweaking. You know what I'm saying? 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 Tweaking, yeah, hear me? You know? But thank you guys for watching today's video. If you thought this video was an enjoyable one, long, cool, you know what I'm saying? You got satisfied, you hear me? ASMR. Hello. Smack that like button for you, boy. If you didn't like the video, dislike it. Do what you gotta do, playboy. Yeah, your boy Zosh rock with you the long way anyway. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.